Facebook Live, Facebook Live, we have arrived. One more time. Let's get ready to get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Yahudah, Israel, also known as Pastor Derek Mann, on the early what I see on the evening scripture study on his 16th day in October 2019. Congratulations to Dave and Charvet. Son made it to the house. Pastor Gillette, always a pleasure seeing Pastor aboard with us. Nicole, good to see you. Miss Robinson. Don Deems in the building. Mother Joyce in the building. Al Mal. We're about to get it in, y'all. Y'all hit your friends. List. Shalom. Nicole, always a pleasure. Again, hit the friends list and let's get some souls on here. In fact, let me let them know. Before we dive in. Hey, Teresa, you kind of being real faithful. Word must be doing something over that way. Horn in the building. Bishop and Lady Horn. We're about to get it in right now. Folks are starting to pile in. We're excited to have you aboard. Something's laid on my heart. You sharing already, huh, Nicole? Bless you. Let's get ready to dive in, y'all. Let's go to James 1. Something simple, y'all. Just a simple lesson today, but we're gonna get it in. Did we pray? If we did, we're gonna do it again because I don't remember. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you. Thank you for this opportunity to come before you. How I believe in you for a relevant word, a relevant rhema word, that we may grow thereby. We're believing you and trusting you even for the victory, even once again. We love you. We thank you. In the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we only pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen. Everybody on the conference line, y'all ready? Facebook Live, let's get it. No, real talk, Teresa. I love your faithfulness, and I know the word is doing something great. So let's see if it do it again this evening. Let's rock, y'all. James 1. Look what it says. It says, a servant of Yah, James, right? A servant of Yah, and of our Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Now, I'm not going to go there on y'all too much, but it speaks for itself. The relevance of a book addressed to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. And actually, this suffering level is earmarked for them, because there is an astronomical suffering level to the recipients of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, right? But it's applicable for every believer. Don't get it twisted. It's applicable. The level of suffering earmarked for the 12 tribes is more severe, to be honest with you, based on the covenant agreement, but it's still 100% applicable. So here we go. Second verse. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, right? Count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're filled with Catholicism, false doctrine, there's no way in the world you're gonna count any problems joy, any trials, any tribulation joy, because of your theological position. When you have we're king's kids type of an attitude, name it and claim it, then this doesn't compute. When you have the proper theological positioning, knowing that this is death, burial, and resurrection. This is death, burial, and resurrection. Partial theology puts the death, burial, and resurrection on the Mashiach only. James discloses that we were baptized into his death. And like he was raised up by the power of the Father, even so we walk in the newness of life. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall also be in the likeness of his resurrection. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him. We joined in the death and the burial and the resurrection through that portion of scriptures. I could have kept quoting, but hopefully you get it. And now that we're considering ourselves dead, now that we're considering ourselves dead, right? Because we've been bought with a price. Now we consider ourselves to be dead. Now we can walk in the newness of life. Because who we used to be is now dead, baptized into his death. Now we rose. We're partaking not only in the last day resurrection, but in the resurrection right now. That's what he's trying to let Mary and Martha know. When it came to Lazarus, they say, had you been here, he had not died. He said, I'm the resurrection. She said, I know you're going to raise him up on the last day. He said, lady, I'm the resurrection right now. I'm the resurrection right now. Whoever believes in me can live again right now. And when you have that state of mind, look, it says, brother, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. I'm going to tell you why. Knowing this, there's something you know. Look, we go through it. If you live in a lick of anything, you going through it. Because he that is suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. In other words, you got to go against your evil nature in order to stop sinning, because sin is condemned in the flesh. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. The righteousness of the law can be fulfilled in us because we don't obey the flesh, because that's where sin is. It's in our sinful nature. That's where it is. Sin is condemned in the flesh. That's where it is, y'all. The natural you, the natural me. Adultery is in there. Fornication is in there. Lying is in there. Proud and boastful is in there. Hatred and murder of sometime funny style. Religiousness. Having a form of godliness, denying the power thereof, is all condemned in the flesh. It's right there waiting on you. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us. The righteous conclusion of what the word brings when you obey it. The righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, after our evil nature, but after the spirit. So look, I'm just trying to qualify these scriptures so y'all can be with me. Is that all right? Look, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Where's the joy in that? Knowing what's going on. Knowing exactly what's going on. We're being tried, y'all. We're being tested. We're being proven. The stuff that going on in your life, you're being tested. Please know that. It makes things so much easier when you can look at the situation and know exactly what it is. It's a test. They're talking to you like that because it's a test. They're treating you like that because it's a test. They're attracted to you illegally because it is a test, the trying of your faith. You got to know. We in the know. The scales fell from our eyes. We're in the know. We got the spirit of knowledge. What was hid from us is not hid no more. See, the God of this world has blinded the minds of them that believe not. We believe. The secret of the Most High is with the righteous. We're in the know. Knowing this, that the trying, look, it's the testing. That the testing of your faith You got to know what faith is. Faith without works is dead. I can go there. You want me to go there? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence. Did you know faith is evidence of the unseen? Faith is the evidence of what you're hoping for. And the evidence is an action of the unseen. I don't see what you're hoping for unless I watch you. And if you're hungry, I know you're hoping not to be hungry no more, so you're cooking. Even if you got to go to the store to buy what you're going to cook. After you buy it, then you're going to cook it. But you're not going to stop there, then you're going to eat it. So I can watch your faith work. Because faith without works is dead. If you say you're hungry but won't get up and go get no food, you won't cook it nor eat it, then you got dead faith. You might starve to death. So faith without works is dead. Faith without doing it, folks love to talk that workless gospel, right? But the premise that they leaning on is faith works. There's works of the law. That ain't going to help you. It's the works of trust in the Most High, walking in obedience to Him. So knowing this, that the testing of your faith, your faith is going to be tested. When you walk in disobedience, you're flunking the test. I'm trying to help you see how you can count it all joy when you're going through problems. Count it all joy when things are going wrong. Count it all joy when things are not lining up with your humanity, with your human desires, with your fleshly nature. Things are going against it. It's testing your faith in Yah. It's testing your faith in Him. He told you what to do. Circumstances is telling you not to obey Him. So you got to know that when you fall into diverse situations, seem like the cat is acting like a dog, and the dog is acting like a cat. Everybody in here seems to be crazy. Count it all joy when you fall in the diverse temptation, money cracking up, money funny. Knowing this, that the testing of your faith worketh patience. Look, when you're going through a lot of stuff, your faith is being tested because it's going to produce something in you. You'll hate it if you're just being tested for nothing. No reward, no benefit, just misery on top of misery for no apparent reason. Now we got a problem. That's why you got to know what's going on, because then you'll get mad at the Most High. Ever seen somebody mad at the Most High? Because they don't know what the heck is going on. They don't know the word. They don't know their purpose. They just here. You got religious folks that don't know Him. Just a bunch of religious cliches, don't have a clue. Will accept a dumb a doctrine like the devil laid out, the serpent laid out to Eve in the garden, right? Told her, you shall not surely die. Yeah, you gonna die. Mankind been dying ever since, ma'am. She believed the snake. That stuff's still working today. No, look. What you're going through is doing something. And you need to know that. Knowing this, you can't count it all joy unless you know this. Unless you're crazy. Knowing this, that the testing of your faith, obeying Him up under these strenuous circumstances, worketh patience. Is teaching you to depend on Him and only Him. I promise you that. When things go crazy, the dog, the frog, when people let you down, when circumstances let you down, you're able to count it joy because it's working patience in you. You're being tested to see if you're still going to obey Him up under these circumstances. What, your spouse acting crazy and somebody at work flirting with you. Is it time to commit adultery? Your cup of tea too. The testing of your faith. That's a test. Folks getting on your nerves. Folks not treating you right. Knowing that what's going on is testing to see if you're going to obey him or not. Deuteronomy 8, y'all. He sent them through the wilderness to prove them whether they would obey him or not. He could have let them go straight through into Canaan. But he sent them a route that they was going to be tested. You can't talk your way into this one. I keep telling y'all that. Religious folks just think they're going on GP. Devil is a lie. Too many scriptures say, man, you playing. I don't know who told you that. My brethren, count it all joy. I'm trying to get y'all some joy out of this stuff, out of this madness you going through. Come on, somebody. Out of all this trouble. Seem like everything that can go wrong a lot of times do. What is the meaning of this? Come on, we're going to talk about it. My brethren, count it. Mathematical term. Count it. Look at this thing. Figure it out. Count it all joy when you fall in the heck of stuff. Heck of stuff is test. That's all it is. Why y'all treat me? What I do? Test. Count it all joy when you fall into knowing this, that the testing of your faith worketh patience. Look, cast your cares upon him knowing he care, and you will after you get let down so many times. You will when you see the shortcoming in people. You will when things go wrong, and the only one you can depend on is him. That's a good thing. You can count it all joy when you start seeing improvement in yourself by stop trusting in folk and stuff. Quit casting your cares in relationships. Quit casting your care in material things. Quit casting your cares even in your health, because that can fail you. Come on, somebody. You got to learn to trust in what's eternal, what's concrete, what never changed. No shadow of changing in him. And you're going to learn that through going through tests. Because when you even in school, they give you tests so they can graduate you, elevate you. Seeing if the teaching is working. And it'll show it to you. See, you got to know that trouble is making you better. The purification process, being baptized in the fire, coming out as pure gold. That's what's happening. Why me? Because he's transforming you into his image. He's not destroying you. He's destroying the wickedness in you. He's not trying to kill you. He's killing that mess that you was born in. We was all born in sin and shaped in iniquity. We're going through the metamorphosis process. Whew. Knowing, though, you got to know. Knowing this, that the testing, the trying of your faith is working. Let me wait on him and see what the end gonna be. Let me slow down and wait on him. Faith working patience. I'm waiting on him. I've been there, done that, went there, came back. You ain't coming with us? Nope. I'm waiting on him. I'll be right here. How did you learn that? Diverse temptations. And when you start seeing improvement in yourself, when you start seeing that the relationship you have with your Creator is growing, you can't even put that in words. Loneliness used to drive you to adultery or fornication. Yeah, married folks be lonely too. But loneliness drive folks into sin a lot of times until you start knowing what's going on. That it's a test. And you need to get beyond your flesh. Quit letting what you see, what you smell, how it tastes, what it sounds like, and how you feel to lead your life. They that are of the flesh do mind things of the flesh, but they that are of the spirit, the things of the spirit. And tests will prove to you. False doctrine clouds that. When you start messing with foolishness like sinners saved by grace, you ain't learning nothing because you think you're supposed to be a sinner. But the word is teaching us, greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world. And blessed is the man that endureth temptation. That's in the same chapter, y'all, the 12th verse. We gotta know the greater one is in us, and we can endure temptation. Because that's really what it's about. It's enduring temptation, because when you're tested, it's after you're tested, you shall receive a crown of life. It's not just tested and flunk, it's tested and pass. Blessed is the man that endureth, don't give in, don't cave in. Temptation, the test. For when you're tested, come on somebody, meaning tested and proven, you shall receive a crown of life which Yah has promised to them that love him. And those that love him keep his commandments. Come on, somebody. Knowing this, you got to know what's going on. That your faith is being tested. And in the test, in the heated situation, up under these circumstances, you learn to freeze, stand still, to see the salvation of Yah. He coming. Stand still. Trust it. Cast your cares upon him, knowing this, knowing that he cares for you. You got to know, stop. Stop. Don't move. After having done all to stand, you fasting, you praying, you reading, you giving, you showing up, not forsaking the assembly, you all in. And it seemed like it's still piling up. Raindrops keep falling on my head. After having done all to stand, it ain't time to quit. Stand therefore. And you learn that how? Through diverse temptations. Even when you responded wrong. See, a just man falls 7 times and get up. It's the wicked that fall into mischief. When you belong to him, you can't live in sin. You can't stay in sin. If you do something wrong, it's a mistake. And what you're going to do is get up and learn from it. So while you're going through diverse temptation, you're going through the purification process. Sinning against him in the bed don't solve loneliness. You'll find that it made it worse. You find that you feel worse because you love him. You love him and you don't want to disappoint him. You don't want to go against him. You don't want to hurt him. The relationship is no good. Joker ain't no good. Scandal, can't trust him. Gave your heart, now your heart crushed. Somebody scandalous and you're brokenhearted because you went against the Most High. You can count it joy when you fall into direst temptation because you become in the know. Because he'll prove to be there for you. He'll prove to be loving you. Come on, somebody. When you don't deserve it, he loved you through it. Everybody took off. They was ready to stone that woman, boy. She was caught in adultery. They was ready to beat her down to death. He said, okay, you jokers, you religious jokers, cast the first stone. Whichever one you living right, go and toss it. Where's your accuser? The man, they ran. Well, I'm not going to accuse you, but go and sin no more. You went through this situation so you can learn. You were caught in adultery. So I can tell you, go and sin no more. Stop. The trying of your faith. Next time you get lonely, wait on me. Let patience have a perfect work, the 4th verse says. Waiting on him will perfect you. Don't move. But let patience have her perfect work. Keep praying, keep fasting, keep believing, keep loving, keep forgiving. Till your flesh don't move. But let patience have her perfect work. What is patience going to do? Cause you to lack nothing in him. Waiting on him, he going to bring it to pass. He said it. Shall he not make it good? He going to bring it to pass. Believe that. He's not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should repent. I said it. Shall I not make it good? How you going to know if you never wait? How you going to know if you get drunk instead of waiting? Get high instead of waiting? Go commit adultery instead of waiting? Get lonely, you're going to commit fornication instead of waiting? Having a form of godliness, having a form of a relationship with him, but you don't have the real thing. You need a false doctrine that will secure you. Sinner saved by grace mess. When you shouldn't be a sinner no more. Because greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. Blessed is the man that endured temptation. If you endure temptation, you're not a sinner no more. But you got to know. If you don't know, you done. Knowing this, the God of this world has blinded the minds of you in the know. He ain't blinded your mind. The light of the gospel is shed abroad in your hearts. You've been called out of the darkness into the marvelous light. You can see. Wherefore, seeing we are compassed about. Knowing this, that the testing, the trying of our faith is working patience. Who you waiting on? Him? How you going to fix this? Wait on him? What you going to do now? Wait on him. How do you wait on him? Doing what he say while I'm waiting. But let him have, look, it's working patience, y'all. Let patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, lacking nothing. Look what else he said. I ain't going to keep y'all long, real talk. But look what else he said. It said, if any man lack wisdom, okay, a lot of stuff is happening in your life, you don't know what's going on. Let him ask Yah. Yeah. A lot of stuff is going on that you don't like, that ain't right. You don't like it because it ain't right. People are treating you wrong. Things are going wrong. We ain't going to play the game. People do treat us wrong, and things do go wrong in our lives. And sometimes you can get bombarded to the point you're like, what the heck is Yah mad at me? Do he hate me? Is he trying to kill me? Did I do something in a formal life that he brought me here to choke me for? Choke the life out of me? If any of you lack wisdom, what is going on? Let him ask Yah. That giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. In other words, if you ask him, he's going to tell you. Look, you going through all kind of stuff, and if you stopped all the way down to pushing your plate away and say, why is this happening? Did you know he'll answer you? He answered in this scripture. Some things we bring on ourselves. He said, take that with patience. You caused that. He said, if you didn't cause it, it's thankworthy. You know something. You know he's purifying you. You know he's pruning you. He's making you better. When you're bringing forth fruit, I think it's John 15, they say he'll prune you, 14, one of them, that he'll prune you that you might bring forth more fruit. But if you ask him, he'll answer you. But look at this. It said, if any of you lack wisdom, you don't know what's going on. Why is this happening to me? Why is my blessing being prolonged? Why is doors being closed in my face? Why is they treating me like this? If any man lack wisdom, let him ask Yah, right? They give it to all men liberally. He ain't holding back, liberally, and upbraideth not. The word is promising, he gonna tell you, it shall be given him. But look at the requirement. The 6th verse. But let him ask in faith. Do y'all understand what that means? Because some people believe that means let him ask in mental faith. It's including mental faith, but faith without works is dead. In other words, since I've been saved, I have been in wilderness conditions to whereas I didn't know what the heck was going on and my faith was being challenged on every hand, almost to the point that I felt like giving up. That happened to me personally. And in the process of wanting to give up, I felt wounded, I felt hurt, I felt like what is going on? What's true and what's false? What's real, what's not? So many lies, so much wickedness. What is going on? By the mercy of the Most High, I asked in faith. I kept reading. I kept praying. I kept fasting. Yeah, I kept preaching. Because I was a preacher when it happened. I held on to what I knew, which was him, while I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on. What's true? Kidnapped, lied to, taught all kind of lies. 3/5 of a human being. No wonder he was talking to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Because they going through some stuff that other folks ain't going through. Folks like to shun it and act like, get over it. It ain't even over. How am I going to get over something that ain't even over? Filling all the caskets and all the prisons and all the medical records, every defiled thing happening is happening to a people that's homeless. And I ain't just talking about the melanated, because there's some melanated folks that's not homeless. They got a home. They got a nationality. There's some folk that ain't got nothing. So change they name what they is every several years. Just nothing. Let them act in faith. You lack wisdom. You don't know what's going on. Because a lot is going on. When you've been lied to, the enemy system, the same system that snatched you, is the same system that's teaching you. You're going to lack some wisdom. Please believe it. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask Yah. That give it to all men liberally and upbraid him not, he not going to hold back. It shall be given, right? But let him ask in faith. That's the tough part, y'all. Still obeying, still praying, still fasting, still giving, still loving, still forgiving, still pressing. And quit. What I'm going to do? I'm going to do backslide, come a pimp and ask him? Start cheating on my wife and ask him? Start robbing banks and ask him? What I'm going to do? Come a fake preacher and ask him? I'm sick of this. Now I'm acting the fool. Then I'm going to ask him? He said, no. But let him act in faith. Still trusting and obeying me. And like I brought you through everything else, I'm going to bring you through this too. Because the process of this trial is still working patience. Causing you to learn to wait on him. Don't run before him. Wait. Slow down. Obey him. He ain't going to let you down. Yeah. Your relationship might be on the rocks right now. Yeah, the kids might be acting the fool right now. Yeah, your money funny right now. Yeah, it went wrong. Yeah, they promised and they didn't do it. Yeah. Now wait. Why you waiting? You confused. He's not the author of confusion, so he say ask. Hey, didn't the word say ask? and you'll receive. He said, seek and you'll find. He said, knock and it shall be open. He said, ask. A for ask. S for seek and K for knock. So asking has all three of those elements in it. You ask verbally. He already gave you the promise you're going to receive. But now you got to go past the A to the S and seek. Now you're looking for what he promised you. You're seeking it. You're looking for it. And when you find it, you still ain't got it because it's behind the door and you got to knock. When you ask verbally and you're looking for it, seeking, when you get to it, you're knocking. Knocking is repeated. Knocking. You got to ask in faith. You're obeying him when you verbally ask. Be not weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. You're still asking. You're on the S now. But you still got to ask in faith. All three steps, ask, seek, and knock, is happening in faith. I'm obeying him. I refuse to walk away from him. I refuse to turn on him. Might be cloudy right now, but weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning, and I'm waiting until the morning. I ain't going nowhere. Let him act in faith. Nothing wavering. Nothing. Nothing wavering. I'm still with you. I don't understand yet, but I know the answer is on his way. Daniel prayed, and the archangel got caught up in a war over Persia with a demon over Persia. Delayed the answer, but it was coming and it came. It arrived. Learn to wait. Showed you a glimpse into the spiritual warfare behind the scenes, but we still waiting. Those that belong to him, we waiting. It don't look good right now. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just one more minute. Sure looking, but just wait. Just wait. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't finna start cussing. No. Hold back the liquor. No, I don't need no cannabis card. Nope, I'm cool. I'm still waiting. I'm still praying. I'm still fasting. I'm still showing up. Come on, somebody. No, I ain't getting in the bed with you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Seen I was lonely? Well, I ain't that lonely. No, I'll be all right. Let him act in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Those are the folks that's all over the place, church hopping, depressed, on drugs, hanging with thugs, the owner of a mean mug, illegal hug. No, No, let him act in faith. You got a question? You got a question for the Most High? Is there something going on in your life that you don't understand? Is there something in your life that you're tired of? Are you asking? Are you asking in faith? Or are you sinning? Was you drunk when you asked? Was you high? What was you shacking? What was you doing? He said, if you ask in sin, the devil can answer because you're on his territory. Have you ever seen a spiritual people to be getting all kind of weird answers and share it like Yah said it? Because they didn't ask in faith. Obeying him. Nothing wavering, because if you get loose, spiritually loose, then the waves come and the wind blow, the rains descend, and it beat on the house, and the wind, doctrines and talk. Come on, somebody. You're all over the place. You don't know if you're coming or going. Now you're a Muslim, you Hotep, now you Hotep. You Hotep now, Egypt. Let him act in faith, y'all. Nothing wavering, for he that wavers like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. He's real, y'all. The word is real. And it's coming to pass. It tells the past, present, and future. It's real. Come on, somebody. I'm about to let y'all go in a second, right? But listen, look. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yah. Look, you can't turn on him and ask him. You've been with him. He been there for you. Then all of a sudden, the test hits your life heavy, and it get cloudy and foggy. Do what you know to do. Do what you've been doing that's been working. Don't turn on him. Don't let the devil cause you to turn on your creator. It's foggy. Continue to obey him and ask in faith with nothing wavering. And he not going to withhold. He gives liberally and upbraideth not. He going to give it to you. He going to give you the answer. And with the answer is filled with life. It's filled with encouragement. Your patience paid off. But let patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, lacking nothing. Even when it was stormy and cloudy, you still, after having done all to stand, you still stood. Therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Blessed pray the righteous, helmet of salvation, sword of the Spirit, making prayer for all saints and all supplication. Come on, somebody. You stood. And then he answered. Look like my phone finna die. A double-minded, 8th verse, y'all. I'm finna let y'all go because the phone finna make me anyway. But a double-minded man, come on, somebody, is unstable in all his ways. You cannot trust nobody double-minded, nor can the Most High. How many of y'all solid with him? How many of y'all solid with him? No matter what come or what go, is your mind made up that you with him? Because you got too many people that's all over the place. Come and go as they please, do whatever they want. Y'all can't trust them. And those of you that y'all can't trust, don't lie and pretend like he can trust you. If you're not faithful to him, if you're not loyal to him, admit it so he can fix you. Too many people deceived. Want to pretend like they something they not. Now get there. Everything that he sent us through is real so we can really get there. He don't want us to have a form of yahliness. He wants us to have the real thing. Having a form of yahliness, denying the power. Don't deny the power to lie to kick it. If you lie to kick it, you're not going to get the power to change. So when he had a problem with these religious folk, they didn't know they needed a physician. So he couldn't help them. He couldn't heal them. Those that knew they needed a physician got help. And if you've been religious, if you've been disobedient, if you drunk, high, adulterous, fornicating, you're a fornicating, lady. Fornicating, admit it. So you can get some help. That don't mean go out and tell your business. Tell it to Yah. So you can get some help. Because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I'm going to let y'all go. Come on, somebody. Count it all joy. Now you see. Look, you can count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation because you know you're just being tested. And as soon as you pass the test, it's going to work patience. Because you had every opportunity to sin against him and to turn on him, but you refused to. The circumstance afforded every opportunity to turn on him, to rescue your flesh, to rescue your evil nature, but you refused to. And you stood and you waited on him. And he began to put patience inside of you. And he said, let patience have a perfect work, meaning you're waiting on him for everything in every situation. And he going to make you perfect and entire, lacking nothing. You ain't going to be lacking nothing. You're going to walk in perfection before him because he's going to supply it because you're waiting on him. I can respond right now. But the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of Yah. I need to be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. I'm waiting on him. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to make a move until he say move. I'm just going to continue to love, continue to do what he told me to do. Is that all right? Is that all right? I think it's all right. My phone is almost gone. I pray the word found you and unbound you. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you. As humbly as know how, gleaning in the truth of your word. Pray that your word will forth with clarity, falling down in the souls of your children, springing up in the everlasting life. Let your word come that we don't have a form of yachtiness, but we had a real thing. That we ask. When it get cloudy sometimes, but when we ask and it get cloudy, you'll give to us liberally and you won't hold back. You won't hold back. Because we ask you in faith. We trust in you. We're going to continue to do what you called us to do in these last and evil days until you come get us. No ifs, buts, ands, or maybes. Ain't no gray area. We trust you, and we thank you for loving us when we couldn't love ourselves. Now we're going to reciprocate and love you back. In the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we humbly pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen. That was a lesson for this evening. We pray that the word found you and unbound you if you were bound. I pray you were blessed. If you were blessed by the lesson, push the share button. Feel free to push the share button, potentially to work and bless somebody else. If you're a financial supporter of this ministry, may Yah continue to bless you, and we appreciate everything you do. If you'd like to become a supporter of this ministry, because the ministry is supporting you, all you got to do, you got the Cash App, just put in area code 510-209-5818 and sow your seed, and I'm sure the Most High will bless you. Look, y'all, it's late. We normally go to the line and talk about the lesson, but we save that for in the mornings. We'll be back on the conference line on Facebook tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock prayer to 6:30, and then 6:30 to 7, a quick sermonette from me, your watchman. Continue to pray for me as I pray for you. Y'all be Baruch. Yeah. And Barak and Shalom. I'm gone.